Now I'd like to bring up the chair of the Excel Awards Committee, Alex Mimbosa, who will present the award to Jackie Reynolds.
Well, aside from Mark stealing a little bit of my speech, we'll have to do a little bit of ad-libbing here. That must happen often, I don't know. I'd like, first of all, to thank the rest of the committee members, Alyssa Lopanga, who came up with an amazing evaluation system for us to use, Jennifer Sakai, who also was last year's Excel Award Committee Chair, and Courtney Clipp. And it would have been really hard to get through all of the applications and the nominations without their help, because this was a really intensive process. When I first mentioned to Jennifer that I thought I would like to be on the committee this year, she said, "Will you be chair?" And I said, "Okay." So that's how that all happened. As you know, we received 11 nominations, and of those nominating packets, most of them were between 20 and 30 pages each. And so today, I'm going to go through certain qualities that we were looking for as members of the committee. And Dawn Canfield, I think you're in the back. Dawn was a nominating person for Jackie Reynolds this year, and she did such an incredibly good letter, so well thought out and so well executed, that I'm going to paraphrase freely from it with her permission. I already checked with her. It's okay with her. Jackie Reynolds is already well known on campus. Pretty much everybody here knows who she is, and most of the rest of the campus knows who she is as well. She is known for many different activities on campus. Sometimes she's called the technology rock star. I think of her as the Energizer Bunny of the campus. And she has served the university for many, many years. 35 years she's been here. She started out in AIS working in payroll, on payroll systems, and then she worked her way up through progressively more responsible positions in AIS until 2 years ago, when she moved to her current position as Chief Information Officer at the Anderson School, where I think she has about 30 staff under her now, 30 tech staff. Among her many interests on campus are support for the SCP and PDP programs, as well as the Management Skills Assessment Program, Bruin Tech, which was basically her brainchild, Learn It, promoting lynda.com on campus, and many other initiatives which we've all come across, and especially those of us who work with tech have come across in our daily lives on campus. Now, I had sort of a duh moment early last week when I realized that the 4 qualities that we're considering for this award actually lead up to they form the acronym LEAD, L-E-A-D. I don't know why I didn't get it before, but it's leadership, accountability, leadership, effectiveness, accountability, and dedication. And Jackie exemplifies all of these qualities in her work and her life at UCLA. I'd like to go into that in a little bit more detail. Jackie, according to Dawn's letter, and I agree with this, she shines on campus as a motivator and an advisor. She founded Bruin Tech as a help desk service, and she helped to expand those services as well as increasing training for IT staff. She facilitated or created other resources such as IT scholarships, the programs that I previously mentioned, the UCLA Knowledge Base, the biannual All Hands Conference, and the Friday 5 messages. Her effectiveness is even more noticeable. Her energy drives her career, and the many initiatives and projects she's fostered across the campus show her knowledge and perception of people. This allows her to connect to people and form coalitions to accomplish tasks. This is a very important quality, I think, that not every leader has, but she has a very great ability to do this. The people who have been mentored by Jackie over these many years, number probably in the hundreds by now. I know it's dozens. If I got for coffee with Jackie, at least 3 or 4 people will come up to us and say hi, and they're her mentors or previous mentees or previous mentees. Her impact on their careers is well documented on campus, and is proof of her effectiveness. She always finds a way to make it happen. As an accountability, in the accountability area, Jackie has demonstrated a high ethic of accountability and a commitment to UCLA, which has made her unfailingly responsive to the university's needs. When she takes over a project, she holds herself accountable, not just her staff, but she holds herself accountable. She also recognizes others for their achievements, and she's responsible for implementing the Wayne English Customer Service Award and the Franco Francesco Award for Technical Excellence, both of which awards are intended to motivate staff and go above and beyond the call of duty. I've already mentioned her dedication to the university and her unwillingness to sit on her hands and maintain the status quo in addition to everything else that she does. Motivating staff to join and rejoin her teams every year is one of her qualities. She has spent an enormous amount of time focusing on the greater good for everyone on campus, and thereby has helped to remove feelings of isolation and insularity across campus. Jackie's encouragement and involvement on campus shows a complete disregard of boundaries, and she almost can't go anywhere without bumping into people that she knows. Her level of support and involvement is also rare. Now, as you know, and as Mark mentioned, this is the third time she was nominated for this award. And so what I'd like to do now is ask her to come up and talk about her career and tell us a little bit more in detail about what she's done.
Before I start, this is like a really big deal for you guys because I'm going to give 2 speeches, which I think is really important to always give more than the rest. There's a few people here I really have to mention. First are my fellow nominees. The first time I was nominated was like 20 years ago, and I lost to a woman who placed crack babies in homes. And it was like, yeah. Good call, guys. But what a crew. I mean, I'm really honored to be with you. I hope you, like I used to feel, it's an honor just to be nominated. And Betty, a dear friend, and Gay, I would not be here if it weren't for you and what you did for my children. Thank you. I'd like to point out that my mentor is here. My mentor of many, many years, now retired, Mary Pixie Ogren. My husband's here, which is kind of funny because he's never been anywhere that I have to do with work ever. I'm hoping he's not here to heckle me. I believe my entire team is here. Raise your hand. There we go. Look, how's that? Again, I did not make them like I made them. And a number of my mentees over there. Is there anyone here who's been a mentee? Thanks, guys. Thanks for the never-ending support. Okay, how many of you were at the Chancellor's residence on Wednesday when I received my beautiful award? Okay, not too many. So I'm going to first start with the 2-minute speech. I was given 2 minutes, and it's really the speech from my heart. It's the speech that is really what is part of winning this award. And then I'm going to take you to the Jackie Reynolds School of Management in 8 easy lessons. So we'll start with the speech from me. If I were to thank everyone here who had a hand in my being here, we'd all be here for a very long time. I've learned and grown from so many of you. So instead of thank yous, I'd like to speak directly to the people who are still in the earlier phases of their careers. Being at an institution like UCLA has some wonderful comforts. We won't be bought out by USC anytime soon, and we probably won't get relocated to Texas. But in being a huge state institution, it also sometimes feels too massive and that making meaningful change is like turning a battleship. Over my rather extensive time here, I've tried to change the way UCLA does business, through organizations and communities I've formed, and through systems and technologies that I've implemented. Maybe they've made UCLA a better place, but my guess is we'd still be here in this room just fine and still be a stellar institution regardless. So somewhere along the line, I decided that the biggest benefit I could offer the university was investing in its staff. Whether through managing, mentoring, coaching, leading, assembling, inspiring, training, or simply making someone laugh, every day I try to make a difference in at least one coworker's or one student's life. And through them, work gets done, people get excited, networks are created, and families are strengthened. And that feels like $1 million. That lasts, it pays forward, and it ensures the future of this amazing university, one person at a time. We could all go in search of the mighty dollar. We can put advancement and empires above all else. But I'm here to tell you, as you reach the twilight of your career, it's knowing you've made a difference in people's lives that carries the greatest reward. And the true beauty of a career at UCLA is that there are many opportunities to do this everywhere you turn. So I would like to thank Dawn Canfield, Annalie Rugg, Linda Holmes, and Michelle Chen, we're all here, for guiding this nomination effort, and to the AMG committee for choosing me as this year's Excel Award winner. This moment reaffirms for me, and for I hope everyone here today, that you can make a difference. Even in a place as big and complex as UCLA, and when you do, your life's work will have true meaning.